It is the responsibility of any government to provide security, safety of people and property. The last 6 months in my own constituency, I can count a total of 10 burials I've attended where bodabodas have been killed in a very savage manner. And out of those deaths, no single person has been arrested and arraigned in court on charges of murder or theft or robbery as of those cases. That now begs the question, where are our security and investigative agencies?
This is transmitted through the border using the bodaboda riders. Honorable Speaker, it's a matter that needs to be addressed. I sympathize. I feel sorry. Now the businessman who was killed and the killers were traced all the way in Turkana using a motorcycle that they drove all the way from Busia to Turkana. It's a security issue. We must address this matter directly to the security team at the county level.
When people feel that they want to achieve their own interests, but immediately after that, they are left to rot. These are the same people who help us, Honorable Speaker, during campaign times, during mobilization of our rallies, during, if we want to disseminate information to the people, these are the people who help us. Bodabodas also play a very key role, Honorable Speaker. Down in the villages, they are also security by themselves. We've seen they've tried to help us, even people who steal, thieves, who have been lynched by this bodaboda. Of course, I believe in the rule of law, but at times, people who live by fire, they must also be extincted by fire, Honorable
Masses motion. We need to develop a policy and legislative framework, and we even have laws that are supposed to govern the bodaboda sector, so that we do not have criminal gangs invading this particular bodaboda, infiltrating this particular bodaboda sector, so that the innocent bodabodas are losing their lives because of criminal gangs who have invaded this particular sector. We will be urging, and we'll be moving on, and maybe liaising up with Honorable Massey, that we conduct serious public participation so that we can be able to come up with a legislative framework that should be able to guide the operations of the bodaboda sector, so that we don't only want to regulate the bodaboda sector by virtue of licensing. We need to involve the MAP and create a legislative framework where the bodaboda people can feel they are part and parcel of this country, they are people who are earning a genuine living, and their lives and property is secured.
Lenders, whom one of the members has mentioned, and she goes on to even indicate that there's a particular motorbike by the name Bajaj Boxer, which seems to be an attractive motorbike, which when you have, you are working with a dangerous tool that can even make you be hunted for as a rider. And therefore, the crux of the matter is that in this case, we must investigate, number one, the lenders who give out the motorcycles, particularly Bajaj Boxer. We then also have to investigate the security agencies in Busia, including the DC, DCC, police, OCPD, because they must be part and parcel of this syndicate. When you look at the adjournment motion, Honorable Speaker, this is a syndicate operating in Busia, which must be cracked. To crack it, you must make serious intervention, including transfers of security agencies in that particular area.
Honorable Speaker, many times these bodaboda motorcycles are actually stolen. In the process of stealing the motorcycles, whenever the raiders, try to defend themselves, they get injured, they get killed. Honorable Speaker, we are still nursing about 10 bodaboda riders in Funyula constituency who resisted the stealing of the motorcycles by these thugs. And Honorable Speaker, many times these motorcycles end up in Uganda. And that's why the other day, with my people, carried out mob justice and killed somebody Sufugwe in Budalangi.
Moving into the insurance, most of these bodaboda people who have died, they have left families destitute. They have left children who are not going to school. People have been orphaned. People have been widowed. we need to move into maybe create a mandatory insurance framework so that if the eventuality happens, we need to have a pool from which these families can actually be able to be compensated, resulting from these particular misfortunes which they never invite to themselves. Honorable Speaker, I wish to support this particular motion by Honorable Mase and say one thing: the security agencies should be able to pull up. Pulling up not only in harassing border borders, but in involving them in security matters so that we can be able to protect ourselves and protect life and property. Thank you.